All right, so we've been watching the videos on this Jonsered 2149 and we got her running. So now we got to make some cuts. And remember, this saw is still not complete. We still got to do some air intake modifications and all that stuff. So, we're still not complete yet. It's still running the factory air setup, the air elbow, the air filter, everything. And I can tell, I can feel an issue there. It feels like it's getting choked down a bit. So we're gonna see, how things progress from here. So let's go ahead and give us a couple of test cuts. I'm considering taking it out racing this weekend. So I have today, tomorrow, and then I'm racing. That's kind of the time frame here. And it may not be the wisest thing. So my other saw is coming with me for certain. We got it all set up and ready. And this one's not 100% yet. We still got some modifications to do. So we may put this off until Sawfest, but let's go ahead and make a couple of cuts with it here and see how she does. I don't want to get too crazy and put too much heat into it and stuff. It's still a fresh rebuild. And, I'm probably going to tune it down a bit for the first couple of tanks at least. And I don't know. We'll see how things progress. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get her fired up and make a couple of cuts. All right, so far the only tune that's on it is what I figured out on the bench. So, we got a lot of tuning to do. We're gonna be, we gotta play with it a bit and figure this out. The chain is just something I had hanging on the wall. It has been sharpened, but I mean, that doesn't always mean you're gonna cut well, It could end up being too hungry. It could end up being not hungry enough. It could be, a great chain. It could suck. So it's just something I had on the wall and we're gonna give it a run. All right. I already got it kind of warmed up and we're gonna see how she does on a restart. Well, that's a disappointment. The reason it's a disappointment is because I don't know if you could hear it in the video. It's got some coil issues. It won't clean up. She's got a pop to it, just almost like your four-stroking or whatever, but different. I've done this enough. I'm fairly certain it's got coil issues. Didn't matter what I did, richer or leaner, it didn't change. And yeah, it's either that or she's just choked down, like you know what I mean, like it's just over fueling because I'm not getting, it's like an air to fuel proportion. It might just be getting so much fuel, or I don't know, this carb, could the carb be governed? I didn't check. Are these carbs governed in any way? That's a possibility as well. But I don't know. I got a feeling it's coil, or it could be a governed carb issue or something like that. It's like it's just shutting her down. She don't want to take off. She gets like this, kind of like this breakup. Like it's not four-stroking. Kind of reminds you of that, but it's closer to that of like a missed spark. Like a, you know what I mean? Like a like almost like an intermittent spark, but not quite there. It almost feels like it's spark related. So I don't think I have a coil. So we're probably going to be running the Husky 5000 at this upcoming race and working on fine tuning this a little more. There's definitely something going on. She just won't go. So that's where we're at. The chain actually wasn't too bad. She's actually a half decent chain. It just ain't got nothing behind it. I mean, I doubt she has much more power than when it did factory. Well, I shouldn't say that. But she's definitely got something going on there. I don't know if you can hear it in the video or not, and I want to play with it a little more. I'm going to look and see if I have another coil that'll fit this. I don't think I do, but we'll look around, and maybe you can tell me if this has a governed carb or not. I was fattening it up and leaning it out, and it really wasn't making a difference. Slowed her down a little bit whenever I fattened it up. I think I fattened it up like a half a turn, and it started slowing it down. But there's this pop in the exhaust, this crackle. You know what I mean? It's got this little crackle to the exhaust, and something's up. So we're gonna have to investigate this some more. I was hoping she was gonna take off for me, but she didn't. And I kind of like the sound of it, the way this muffler mod is and everything. I like the sound of it. I just need something. There's something going on there, and we got to figure out what it is. And since I'm only 2 days from a race, we're going to run the Husky 50 or the Husky 5000 at the race. That's what we're going to do, I think. Tomorrow, I will throw another coil on it, if I have one. I don't think I do, but I'll look around, and if I have one, I'll throw another coil on it. It's by the time I'm done finding it and getting it on, it'll be dark. We're down to the last moments of daylight here, so you know what I mean? Kind of sad moment. But I'll try again tomorrow if I got another coil. At least we'll know if it's the coil. It could also be the carb. I think it's one of those two, and I think it's spark related. And the on-off switch is busted, so we got to figure that out too. So, alrighty. So as of right now, we're planning on racing the Husky 5000, which, hey, that's a freaking good running saw. So we got some repairs to make. Alright, this is day 2. Tomorrow's the races. We're not taking this. So what I've discovered here is I put a new coil on it. That helped clean it up some. We definitely had a coil that was a little on the weak side. So I definitely cleaned it up a bit. But we're having carb issues. What you just saw me cutting with there was with the hijack completely shut off. So it's either a governed carb or something's wrong with the carb. And it's probably just a governed carb. And since I plan on doing a bunch of modifications, I'll probably just lean more towards a full carb swap, air filter setup and everything. And the more, the more throttle I give it, it's like the more fuel it starts sucking in. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some intake stuff, get rid of this carb. So day 2, this is a different coil, and definitely cleaned up some issues. I can tell just the way it runs. When I first started it with that coil on it, the tune was rich, richer than was yesterday. She was really, she was trying to stall out on the idle because of how rich it was. So we definitely noticed the difference with the coil. And then I also fixed the on-off switch, so the on-off switch is fixed now. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a full-blown carb swap on this thing. So that'll be next. Get rid of that carbon intake and start getting it to where she can swallow some air. I'm suspicious we're just choking her down. Like, we just can't get enough air through it that, she won't go. We're gonna find out though. We'll know more once that carb swap is done. The hole in that carburetor is so freaking tiny. It's one of the tiniest ones I've seen. And we're gonna go much bigger, 372 or similar, or maybe even bigger carburetor. So I don't know. We're gonna play around with it and let's see what we can do. All right, that's day 2 of the first runs. At least we're further into it. We got a coil swap. It definitely needed one, but we're definitely gonna have to get that carburetor off there. I should not be able to turn the jet completely off and still flood the solid fuel, you know what I mean? So that's where we're at. All right, catch you in the next one.